Welcome to the Explainer. So, with the expected September 2026 launch just about 3 months away, the tech world is absolutely buzzing right now. Apple's upcoming flagship devices, the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max, are already generating a massive trail of leaks. And today, we've got a fascinating roadmap to guide us right through them. We're going to take all these scattered reports, put the pieces of the puzzle together, and figure out exactly what we should expect from Apple's next big release. Now, here's the ultimate question, right? With smartphone innovation kind of slowing down across the industry lately, we really need to know if these rumored specs are actually going to solve our daily pain points. Are we getting genuine fixes for things like battery anxiety or finally doing away with those chunky screen notches? Basically, are we looking at a monumental shift here or just a fresh coat of paint? Okay, let's dive right into this. First up, we'll look at the design and display. Then we'll check out what's powering the next gen. After that, we'll hit the camera and connectivity upgrades. And finally, what will it cost? You're definitely going to want to stick around for those pricing details at the end. All right, part one, designing the iPhone 18 Pro. Let's look at the exterior aesthetics and the display. So the back of the phone, it's probably going to look pretty familiar. That large triple camera plateau is expected to stick around. But the front, that's where things get super interesting. According to the leaks, Apple is reportedly shrinking the dynamic island by a whopping 35%. Now, you might be wondering, why not just hide Face ID completely under the screen? Well, reports are saying the under-display Face ID tech just isn't quite ready for mass production yet. So this is honestly a fantastic compromise. They're making that cutout significantly narrower, which gives you back a ton of your valuable screen real estate without losing the feature. As for the screens themselves, the sizes are holding steady. We're expecting 6.3 inches for the Pro and a massive 6.9 inches for the Pro Max. But here is the real game changer. Rumors point to Apple adopting this highly efficient LTPO Plus panel technology. This is absolutely huge because it means we're going to see a drastic improvement in battery life, all without sacrificing a single ounce of that smooth, crisp visual quality. Now get this, the phone is actually getting a tiny bit thicker. The Pro Max is moving from 8.75 millimeters to 8.8 millimeters. But before you complain, listen to why. That microscopic bump in thickness is actually a really strategic move. By adding that tiny fraction of a millimeter, Apple is reportedly making room for a massive 5,100 to 5,200 milliamp hour battery. You pair that monster battery with a new screen tech we just talked about, and man, we are talking about serious longevity. Moving right along to part two, powering the next generation. Let's peek inside that A20 Pro engine. Under the hood, the brand new A20 Pro chipset is expected to be built on TSMC's cutting-edge 2-nanometer process. And the numbers? They are impressive. We're looking at a 15% jump in raw performance, but more importantly, a staggering 30% jump in efficiency. To put that into perspective, a 30% efficiency gain essentially translates to a battery life marathon. Combine that with the larger physical battery, the stamina of this device could literally be off the charts. There's also this major architectural shift happening. Apple is reportedly using a new packaging method that integrates the memory much closer to the processor. This does two brilliant things. First, it rapidly speeds up on-device AI performance, which, let's face it, is absolutely crucial as AI gets more baked into iOS. And second, it frees up precious room inside the phone's chassis. All right, part three. Camera and connectivity upgrades. Let's talk sensors, zoom, and modems. Okay, let's rapid fire some of these camera upgrades because if you're into photography, this is a dream. First up, Apple is reportedly testing a variable aperture system for the main camera. This is huge. It finally gives you ultimate manual control over the light hitting your sensor, which means true pro-level depth effects. Next, a new stacked image sensor is expected to give us way better dynamic range, faster responsiveness, and a lot less image noise. And finally, an improved telephoto lens with a larger aperture is going to seriously level up your low-light shots and zoom. Shifting gears from the camera to the cloud, there's a massive change happening with connectivity. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to rock Apple's very own in-house next-generation C2 modem. This is a huge strategic play to pull away from Qualcomm. But for you and me, the real benefit is support for ultra-fast mmWave 5G and rumors of much broader satellite capabilities. We're talking about opening up satellite internet features to third-party apps. Imagine being in an absolute dead zone and still being able to connect. No cell towers required. Wrapping up the physical stuff, we absolutely have to talk about the fun part. The colors. The rumors are pointing to light blue, silver, and dark gray for this lineup, but the absolute standout is a rumored new deep red finish with these subtle purple tones. Honestly, it sounds incredibly premium. Keep that beautiful deep red in the back of your mind as we tackle the financial side of things. Which brings us to part 4. What will it cost? Let's look at the bottom line for Indian consumers. So here it is, the ultimate deciding factor for most of us. With the super expensive 2nm chips, the variable apertures, and the bigger batteries, what's the damage? Well, listen to these estimates. The iPhone 17 Pro launched in India at 1,34,900 rupees, and the Pro Max at 1,49,900. And despite the global cost of components going up, leaks are strongly suggesting that the pricing for the iPhone 18 Pro models might remarkably just stay the same. No price hike. Now, how is that even possible? Well, top analysts like Minchi Kuo and Jeff Pu point out that yes, TSMC's 2nm process and memory parts are super expensive right now. But keep in mind, Apple already raised prices for the 17 Pro lineup by 5,000 rupees in India last cycle. So analysts predict Apple is basically going to eat these new production costs to keep their pricing aggressive. The goal here is to fiercely protect buyer demand in crucial, fast-growing markets like India. So let's step back and look at the whole picture. A 35% smaller dynamic island, crazy battery gains, a cutting-edge A20 Pro chip, and a pro-level variable aperture camera, all potentially holding steady at the exact same price point. Are these massive, rumored spec bumps enough to make you pull the trigger and upgrade? It's a seriously compelling package for sure, and we literally cannot wait for the official reveal this September. Think about which feature actually matters the most to your daily life, and we will see you in the next explainer.